Members, we are back on live streaming. Could I ask all those members who would like a recorded vote to indicate by their raised hands, please?
Sorry, Chairman, that's not in accordance with, on a point of order, that's not in accordance with the Constitution. It's not in accordance with the notes given to us, which we abided by earlier, and there's no debate. There's normally a debate on whether things go into exempt or not. Are we not allowed to have the debate either now?
One other point, Chairman, if I may. I raised my hand, as I can see, did about 8 or 9 of us, thinking that we were going to have a debate after the presentations had been made, and we were just getting our hands in there early. So you look on your screen, you can see about 7 or 8 hands already raised. So that needs to be cancelled first.
Members, there'll be a full debate after the presentation from Matt Harwood-White and Ms. Lucas. But for now, I'm just to do a roll call vote for those who wish to have a recorded vote.
Sorry, on a point of order, aren't we having the exclusion of the public and press read out to us to know what we're voting on? That would be normal procedures in any meeting.
Well, if you allow me 2 seconds, I will do that. The recorded vote is to whether we go into exempt. Okay, that's what the vote is for. Can you please? I'll come back to you, members. Members, we are voting now on whether the press and public be excluded from the meeting for the remaining business on the grounds that exempt information as defined in paragraph 3 of part 1 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972 would be disclosed. Members, I shall now take a vote on that as to whether you wish to have a recorded vote. Please answer yes or no when I call your name. Councillor Burton, sorry, Councillor Belton, my apologies.
To be clear, Chairman, is this just for if I want it recorded or for if I want it to go to
recorded vote?
No.
No? Councillor Burton?
No.
Councillor Mrs. Butcher?
No.
Councillor Mr. Carter.
No.
Councillor Mrs. Carter. Councillor Mrs. Carter, can you hear me?
Mr. Chairman, I've been trying to advise you for some time, but you've not acknowledged our hands. Councillor Mrs. Carter has lost signal and is trying to reconnect.
I shall come back to her. Myself, no. Councillor Efty.
No, as it's already recorded.
Councillor Eaves.
No.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Councillor Eaves,
No.
you don't want a recorded vote, yeah? Councillor Gooding.
No.
Councillor Hazelwood.
No.
Councillor Hookway.
No.
Councillor Mr. Hoy.
Yes.
Councillor Hudson.
No.
Councillor Ionu.
No.
Councillor Lucas Gill.
No.
Councillor Mrs. Lumley.
No.
Councillor Mrs. Mason.
Yes.
Councillor Mrs. McPherson.
No, it's already recorded.
Councillor Merrick. Councillor Merrick, can you hear me? I'll come back to you, Mr. Councillor Merrick. Councillor Milne.
No.
Councillor Newport.
Yes.
Councillor Mrs. Pavling.
No.
Councillor Mrs. Rowe.
No, it's already recording.
Councillor Mrs. Shaw.
Sorry, on a point of order, please, Chairman, can we ask these people to stop saying it is being recorded? A recorded vote is different to a vote being recorded.
I didn't know that was
Councillor
Mr.
Mr. Hoy.
speaking, but my
Councillor
answer
Mr.
is
Hoy.
no.
Councillors, I've already asked you not to speak until I can say you can. Can you please not speak until I tell you that you can speak, please?
Thank you, Chair. My answer's no. That's Mrs. Councillor Shaw.
Councillor Mr. Shaw.
No.
Councillor Smith.
No.
Councillor Sperring.
No.
Councillor Stanley.
Yes.
Councillor Steptoe.
No.
Councillor Ward.
No.
Councillor Webb.
No.
Councillor Weston.
No.
Councillor Wilkinson.
No.
Councillor Williams.
No.
Councillor Wilson.
Yes.
Councillor Wootton.
No.
Members, there'll be no recorded vote.
Can I just ask for a point of clarification, Mr. Chairman?
Into a roll call vote as to whether we go into P&C. When I call your name, could you please indicate yes or no or abstain, please? Councillor Mrs. Belton.
Yes.
Councillor Burton.
Yes.
Councillor Mrs. Butcher.
Yes.
Councillor Mr. Carter.
Yes.
Councillor Mrs. Carter. I'll come back to you. Councillor Dray, yes. Councillor Efty.
Yes.
Councillor Eaves.
Yes.
Councillor Gooding.
Yes.
Councillor Hazelwood.
Yes.
Councillor Hookway.
Yes.
Councillor Mr. Hoy.
No, and I wish my vote recorded against. Thank you.
Councillor Hudson.
Yes.
Councillor Ionu,
Yes.
Councillor Lucas Gill,
Yes.
Councillor Mrs Lumley,
Yes.
Councillor Mrs Mason,
No.
Councillor Mrs Macpherson,
Yes.
Councillor Merrick, Councillor Milne,
Yes.
Councillor Newport,
No, and please record my vote in the minutes.
Councillor Mrs Pavlin,
Yes.
Councillor Mrs Rowe,
Yes.
Councillor Mrs Shaw,
Yes.
Councillor Mr Shaw,
Yes.
Councillor Smith,
Yes.
Councillor Sperring,
Yes.
Councillor Stanley,
No, I would like mine recorded, please.
Councillor Steptoe,
Yes.
Councillor Ward,
Yes.
Councillor Webb,
Yes.
Councillor Weston, Councillor Wilkinson,
Yes.
Councillor Williams,
Yes.
Councillor Wilson,
No, could I have my vote recorded in the minutes, please, Chair?
will do. Councillor Wotton.
Yes.
Thank you, members. That has been passed. We will go into P&C.
Can I just, I haven't really been in the meeting because I lost the signal, Chairman. Can I just vote on that as a no? And I'd like mine recorded as well, please.
That's noted, Councillor Mrs Carter.